There's
Hey
one guy,
guys,
he takes his pajamas.
good morning to you guys, right?
Actually, I'll say go.
He changes into his pajamas.
Yep.
And I'm thinking,
You're in your
Oh, well.
pajamas.
Comfy. No matter why not.
Can you guys hear me okay?
I've had Rockline
Oh.
this morning.
Guys, can you hear
Should
me?
just mute themselves.
Yes, I can hear you. Chrissy from Broken
Perfect.
Hill.
Perfect, and I can hear you. Can you guys see Milo and myself?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome.
Can you guys see the presentation? The first slide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Good, good.
Can you guys believe that we have got this technically working? It's on the right day, it's on the right time, we've got the right people, we've got the right webinar. Things are working. I mean, literally, I think we've had a lot of prayers for Liesel and her lack of technical ability. So I don't think grandmas are very good at stuff like this, and I'm a grandma. So, okay, so let's make sure we're recording, right? And are we recording right now? It should, yeah, that's recording, right?
That's recording.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So guys, I appreciate those of you who showed up to our webinar training. Just so you know, and I've had a lot of emails asking me about, will this be made available? Yes, absolutely. This will be made available as soon as we can get it done and go through. We'll be making it available. Milo has given us his time, not only today, but next week at exactly this same time. So no matter what I send out there, this will be our regular day and time for our meetings, for us to get together and talk for what's going on with Australia. This will be, now, if we get together and we all want to talk about a time that works better for everybody, we're going to do that. So right now I'm going to mute everybody. And I'm going to announce a few fun things before Milo gets going, just so you guys know a few things going on that's kind of fun. Okay, where's my mute again?
I think they're both muted. They're all muted.
Everybody is? Are you sure?
Have the microphone.
Okay, perfect. Let's just make sure. Okay. I just was meeting with my dad. So this week we had our fire and ice little bit of a debacle on Sunday, where we had some moisture creeping into some of the tubs. We took the tubs off. We introduced the sachets immediately so that everybody could get ordering those. So there was no break in access to that product. When we looked through the inventory at Geodis, pulled a few here or there, we saw no issues with any crystallizing of the tubs in the fire and ice there as well. So we're glad. Obviously it's happening with someone, and the humid climate that you're in definitely makes it difficult. So we're going to talk about a few things to minimize that and what we can do to help people who have that issue. So one of the best things you can do is, when you're using that product, quickly take the lid off, get the product you need, and quickly put the lid back on. It's exactly like exfolium. If you leave the lid off with exfolium, that's something I learned, early on, and ruining a tub of exfolium by leaving the lid off, it started just to turn gray very quickly. Some products just don't do well with air, and if you're in a humid climate, the fire and ice tea is one that you've got to quickly put the lid back on immediately, just to keep your product in tip-top shape. Now, we've had a lot of response from people worried about the sachets because they had such bad luck with those last year. We have the sachets are no longer put in a box. They're put in a bag, and the sachets themselves have we got a new, thicker, improved, I guess, packaging for the sachet itself. So take a chance on the sachets again. I think you'll find that just by doubly making sure that the outside packaging and the sachet packaging itself was improved, will make it so that you no longer have those issues. And like I said, when I talk about this on Facebook, the sachets are great for handing product out. When you've got the tubs, it's super difficult to share that product. Giving that sachet out, taking it, putting it in your purse as you go to these different meetings, and just going about your day to use. There's nothing better than a sachet. So give the sachets another chance. So one thing I did get was a ton of feedback from our distributors talking about what happened last year when they got the sachets crystallized. And from a lot of the emails and some of the posts I saw, they were not able to get returns on that product. So I just came from a meeting with Tom Sr., and he does not agree that that is something that should have happened back then. A lot was going on within the company at that time. So what we'll do after this call, we'll let Milo get into his webinar. But what I'll do is I'll send out an email to our leaders and anybody that I have an email for. And I'll also do a post on our Facebook page that just lets the distributors know if you did place an order for product back during that time that was not good, go through your orders, send that to me, and we will absolutely make that right. We do not want anyone out there that had product, had customers had product, that got stuck with that product, that was not good, couldn't be used, too hard. We want to make that right. It's definitely long after it's due, but we don't want anyone out there who has those negative feelings about not being properly taken care of. I wish we could have done it back then, but we can still do something about it now. So those of you who yourselves or your customers, or you know of anyone who had product that did go bad, that did not get those products returned by the company, please get a hold of me and we will absolutely take care of that. So just a little bit of news there. We've got the promo announced on the page. We've got new products announced on our Facebook page too. I put some links there that all you have to do is push on the links. And whether you're in Australia or New Zealand, it goes right to your ordering. So some fun things, but now we're gonna put this off to Milo. And Milo is our kind of comp plan guru, that is for sure. And I've been a couple of times to his webinars, especially when he first came. I thought, you know, I need to get the new comp plan down. It can be difficult. And some of the promos that we've got coming up for Australia will deal with the comp plan and the wealth builder. So I thought what we could probably do is take these next 2 weeks over the comp plan, so that when the upcoming promos, which kind of gives you an indication of what our promos will be in the future, you'll have a little more understanding. He does a great webinar. He stops throughout it. You can ask him questions. He'll unmute you and ask him questions so that as he proceeds, you've got everything down and you understand it. And he'll help you with that. He does a great job. He travels all over the U.S. and he's a favorite here in the U.S. I'm only going to have you on here once or twice because I am Australia's favorite.
You should take me to Australia one of these days.
I'm just going to go by myself.
In-depth presentation on the comp plan.
But with that introduction, I'll let him take you through this awesome webinar, and appreciate you guys tuning in for him.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks, Sisel, for the invite and for having me here.
You just put it right up there.
Okay. I can get to sit on the Queen's chair. Wow.
Yes.
This is awesome. This is the first, actually. All right, guys. Well, good morning to you down under. We're super excited for this awesome system that we have. We've been probably a year and a half now with the Wealth Builder, and to be completely honest with you, at the beginning, people didn't understand exactly how this system paid, and people weren't like very interested in building using the system because obviously it's a little confusing probably at the beginning, but once you understand it, you know, people are saying, wow, why wouldn't we just sign somebody up without the Wealth Builder pack? So that's how everybody in the US is thinking right now, because, you know, we've been doing the trainings like Lisa was saying every Monday Monday at 6 o'clock Utah time. I do a live webinar, Wealth Builder webinar here in the US. You're more than welcome to attend on these webinars. So people now that they understand it, they're like, there's a lot of money here, you know, especially in a brand new, newer market, you know, with you bring in newer people, you have tons of money. So right now, what we did, let's see, where am I? I don't get your computer here. Okay, sorry, there we go. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be going through the Wealth Builder. If you have any questions, please make sure to either write a text or just unmute yourself, and we'll answer the question for you. So let's see. Go ahead. You guys have the large screen, right, on your on the webinar? Can you guys see the large screen?
We have to unmute them.
I think they're unmuted.
Yes, I can see it, Milo.
The big, okay, perfect. Okay, so this is actually a brand new. We're gonna have the. Okay, here we go. So here are the packs that we have currently in Australia too. So just so you guys know, we have a brand new pack in Australia, and that's the thing that you want to. I don't know if you want to introduce this brand new pack. Yeah.
Obviously, and I've had some distributors talking about today. What will be in the beauty pack. The beauty pack is different from the US just because of the different products in that. So it's a little hard for me to see it, and it's definitely different, but we've got this as shampoo, conditioner, exfolium, which is one of my most favorite products. Transfusion, we've got, I think the whole skincare line is there. Rapid Repair, Skin Dew, Actify 6000. We've also got the most amazing cleanser that has been out for about a year now too, my cucumber lime, which I absolutely love. And what am I leaving out there? Age Pill.
And I think it's the same that we have here in the US, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, because.
Did we put the shampoo and conditioner in?
Yeah.
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Love it then.
Yep. So it's exactly the same as we have in the US. So this is available right now.
But
right?
with their pricing.
Yeah. So this pricing that you guys see here, the $513.50, is actually New Zealand dollars.
Yep.
And the PV and everything is just for you guys. So we modified this presentation specifically for you guys. So
and you guys can get it after.
Yes,
yeah.
It's recorded. You guys can do that. We have the PowerPoint that I'll leave with you.
Yep,
and then you can send it with the leadership for sure. All right. So what's the first thing you guys need to do to start making money with a Wealth Builder? First, you need to become Wealth Builder qualified. What that means is that you guys have to build or buy a Wealth Builder pack. Okay, so we have 4 packs, just like we have in the US. We have the Transformation Pack, the Wellness Pack, the Age Pack, which is the most popular one, and now we have the Beauty Pack. Okay, so to qualify, first, even as an existing distributor or a brand new distributor, you have to first purchase the Wealth Builder Pack. So just so you guys know, the way that we pay the Wealth Builder is based out of buying each pack. Okay, it's nothing to do with a compensation plan, the FASTA or anything. It's a whole separate compensation plan that we have within the company. So every single bonus that is generated from the Wealth Builder comes because somebody purchased a Wealth Builder pack. Okay, so if you see, let me see if how do we get the marker here? Let's see. Draw. Right? Okay, so let's see if this works. So if you see down here,
You did it before.
yeah, I did on my computer. I'm not very.
Maybe take the mouse. Or, I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Let me.
There, this is-
Well, yeah, this is it. But it doesn't. Right. Okay, so I'm not very Apple. Okay, let's just do it that this way. Work. Okay, so you see the $497 is a price that every brand new distributor gets. You have 331 PV, which means that PV will help you rank up. Okay, so if I sign Liesel up with the Wealth Builder pack, she gets 331 PV. That PV will count towards my qualification as well through the regular compensation plan. So she pays $497. It's a great deal. You get a nice value for each pack. And but if I'm an existing distributor and I still want to qualify for the Wealth Builder, I need to buy what we call the Qualifying Wealth Builder Pack. If you see on the bottom of each pack, you'll see the QWBP. That means that's the same pack, but for existing distributors, okay? So each brand new distributor has 30 days to buy the Wealth Builder Pack, okay? So in those 30 days, you can sign up with an H bill and just kind of try it out. And then if you're ready to start building with the Wealth Builder, you have 30 days to go into your back office and place an order for a Wealth Builder Pack, and then your sponsor will receive Wealth Builder commissions. But if I wait 2 or 3 months until I'm completely ready to start building, the system won't show the Wealth Builder Pack in the back office, but it will show the Qualifying Wealth Builder Pack, which is the same pack, same price, same PV. The only difference is that this Qualifying Wealth Builder Pack has CV, or commissionable volume, which means my upline will be getting paid unilevel commissions. But at the same time, I'm already qualified because I bought the Qualifying Wealth Builder Pack. So anything that anybody that I bring into the Wealth Builder system, I'll be getting Wealth Builder commissions, so will my sponsor, okay? So that's the difference between the Wealth Builder Pack and the Qualifying Wealth Builder Pack. The Wealth Builder Pack, again, doesn't have any CV because it pays off Wealth Builder commissions. The Qualifying Wealth Builder Pack does have CV, and it will pay unilevel commissions. So you have that available. You'll get a duffel bag with each pack. I don't think we have the water bottles. I think we ran out. Until we get new ones, we'll probably send them to you guys, and we'll provide those. But we have a nice duffel bag that will come into this Wealth Builder Pack. Okay, so let's get started on how you start making money. Okay, so you're qualified. Either you bought the Wealth Builder Pack. So what do you need to do next to start making money? First, what you need to do is obviously start duplicating, right? And we put this this image from your sponsor just so you can know exactly how this pays out. So say your sponsor already has 3 people. There's the freedom side and there's the wealth side. Okay. The great thing of this on this system, guys, is that we pay daily. So you sign somebody up today, we pay tomorrow. So, and it's through Infinity as well. So that's a great thing that you don't have to wait a month or a week or so to get the money back. You sign somebody up today, you get it on your e-wallet tomorrow. So say your sponsor already has 3 people signed up on their wealth side, okay, on the freedom side. So he already has 3. See, he's going to be signing somebody up today, and that's you, okay? So you sign up, okay? You are on your sponsor's wealth side, if you see, okay? So anybody from the 4th, 5th, and 6th all the way through Infinity is part of the wealth side, okay? The first 3 people that somebody signs up is considered the freedom side. So you are your sponsor's number 4, okay? So what are you going to do? Just like everybody else, they're going to duplicate, right? They're going to start bringing people using the Wealth Builder. So you're going to do this. You're going to sign 3 people, okay? So every time that you sign somebody up, the company is going to give you $50, okay? Your goal as a Wealth Builder is to bring 3 people in under 2 weeks. What happens if you bring 3 people in under 2 weeks? We will double your commission. So instead of getting $50 each, you'll get $100 each. So that's your goal as a Wealth Builder, bring 3 people in under 2 weeks. Now, when does the 2 weeks start? The 2 weeks for you start the day that you purchase your Wealth Builder Pack or your Qualifying Wealth Builder Pack, whichever you buy. So let's say that you sign up today, you buy a bottle of H, and then 2 weeks later, you decide to buy the Wealth Builder, okay? When the day that you buy the Wealth Builder, you have 2 weeks from there to bring in 3 people and make $100 each if you sign them up in under 2 weeks, okay? So that's your goal as a Wealth Builder.
Now let's stop and have them ask questions, because they might have questions about the packs and up to this point. So let's unmute them and see if they have any questions right now.
Okay, perfect. Sounds perfect. All right, you guys are unmuted. So you guys have any questions on this first, the freedom side? Well,
I think they're still they're muted.
so we have
Just Just 1 second, guys.
Mute.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they mute themselves.
Okay.
So if you guys have any questions, if not, I can
Just maybe unmute them all.
Yep. Okay,
Okay,
so
perfect.
everybody's unmuted. So if you have any questions on this, if not, let's just keep going. Okay. If you have any questions, so you guys, we'll leave the mics open, I
Okay.
think, and then that way you can just say, "Hey, Milo, I didn't understand this." So
Let's
how
make
does this
sure we
work?
can hear them. Can everyone just say something so we know we can hear you?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
But I only, that's why I think Katie's the only one that's showing unmuted. That's what my issue.
Tim, can you hear me?
Hey, Chrissy, are you there? Okay, hopefully now. If you guys can unmute you. We've unmuted everyone.
Yeah.
And let's see. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any? Okay, perfect, awesome. I'm just looking at the chat right now to make sure if you guys have any questions that you want to put in the chat, we'll also stop and take a look at that. But Milo will continue to stop and then go over any questions for this.
Perfect. So now, because your sponsor has been helping you with the three-way calls, with the meetings, with everything, because he is qualified, your sponsor now will be receiving $80 from your first 3 people, okay, for a total of $240 that your sponsor will receive just because you brought 3 people, okay, and you are on your sponsor's wealth side, okay. So this is the reason why we put this your sponsor up there, so you guys know how the system works when you bring in your first 3, okay. Now, how do you start making those $80? So this is what happens. So before, right now, what we do is that you're going to be keep going and signing more people up, right? So you brought 3 people, great. So now you're bringing your 4th person. Now when you're bringing your 4th person, instead of the company giving you $50, we're going to give you 50 plus $80 for a total of $130 that you will receive just by bringing your number 4 person. Remember, number 4 and on are part of the wealth side. So what does this mean? This means when your number 4 starts bringing people, okay, like happens right here. Obviously, they're getting the $50, right, for bringing their first 3. But now you, because you brought in your number 4, now you are getting $80 off of your number 4's first 3. And this goes through infinity. So anybody that brings in their first 3, all the way through infinity, you are always going to be receiving $80 from each of the first 3. Okay. So for instance, let's say your number 4 brought, the first 3, you get $80 each, right? So now each one of the first 3 that brings 1 or 2, you will always get $80, and that goes all the way through infinity, which is the great thing about this awesome system, that as long as people are buying this pack and duplicating, you will always be qualified permanently to receive this commission. So you don't have to sign up 6 people every single month to qualify. Once you get your number 4, you're always number 4 qualified, and all the new volume that's generated off of your number 4's first 3, you will always be getting the $80. Okay, so which is awesome. So now, okay, so we finished with number 4. Do you have any questions on this before we go with your number 5? Okay, clear as mud. All right. Okay, let's keep on going with your number 5. You sign up your number 5. When you sign up your number 5, the same thing happens. You get your 50 plus the 80, so you get a total of $130 by signing up your number 5. So, okay, so I think Katie said something on the chat. Let's see, how do you do this?
Yep, right there.
That. Oh, it has to do with the product. Okay, we'll answer the questions, the product questions later. Okay.
That'll turn it over.
Okay. How do you? Good? Okay, perfect. All right. So you sign up your free fifth person, you get $130, and this opens what we call the check match. Okay, so the check match is the part that a lot of people get a little lost. Okay, but this is the easiest way I found to explain how you get a check match. Okay, so we talked about duplication, right? You saw how when you signed up your number fourth and your number four signed up 1, 2, or 3, you'll get $80, right? So this is what happens when you sign up your number 5 and your number 1, number 2, or number 3 earn the $80, the same $80 that you earned with your number 4. Every time that they earn $80, you'll get 50% check match through infinity. So if you see the example that we have with your number 1, your number 1 brought 6 people, right? And your number 1's fourth person brought 3 people. That's the same situation that happened to you when you brought your number 4, right? And you got $80. Now your number 1 will get $80 from each one. Because you are number 5 qualified and check match qualified, then you will earn 50%. So out of every $80 that they make, you get $40. And that's through infinity as well. And this only needs to qualify only once, and every single time that your number 1, your number 2, or number 3's first three through infinity, and they receive $80 for that, you will receive 50% check match forever. Okay, so which is awesome. You know, that's why one of the reasons people love this, because it doesn't matter what level they're in. If they are on the qualification tree, you will always be getting paid off of them. So we're not done yet. We still need to sign up our number 6 person, right? You get your number 6 person. So now when you bring in your number 6, we open what we call the turbo bonus, which means that instead of you getting 50 plus 80, you're going to get 50 plus $100. So you'll get a total of $150 from now on. From your 6th through infinity wide, you will always get $150 by bringing somebody new on the wealth builder. So what happens next? This $80 that your number 4 used to get, you know, that you would get by having somebody in your wealth side bring someone, now that turns into $100. Okay, so let's say you qualified today as a turbo qualified. You bring in your 6th person today, and tomorrow your number 5 person decides to bring 1 person with the wealth builder. Now because you're turbo qualified, you will get $100 because your number 5 brought in 1, and obviously that person is on his freedom side. So any new volume that's generated from here on out of anybody on your wealth side's first 3, you will be earning $100 when this happens. So this also goes through infinity, like we say. Any new volume that's generated from your 4th, 5th, 6th, if you have 10 or 15 people, we have a person here in California that has 117 wealth builders directly sponsored, which is insane. But it's awesome because she's getting, you know, all the benefits when all these people start bringing more people on using the wealth builder. So this is pretty much it, you know, how the system works. Do you guys have any questions out of anything that we've talked about so far? Are we all good? Guess we're
we
good?
for sure? Anybody have any questions at all? Let me ask you a question. So just some of the questions that I've heard since we've come out with this.
Mm-hmm.
Once you buy a wealth builder pack,
Right.
you can't get that pack again.
No, that's a good question. You guys can only buy that pack once, and anybody can. Either it's when you sign up, or if you wait 2 or 3 months, or after the 30 days, you get the qualifying wealth builder pack, and then the system won't allow you to buy another pack.
Yeah. Even after you bought it, well, cannot. It's such a great deal. A lot of people want to buy that again.
Right.
But it is a one-time purchase.
One time only. So this happens. So we pay commissions off of that pack, right? And then the next month, the person is going to buy their auto ship, right? now the next month pay regular unilevel commissions. So it goes back to our unilevel compensation plan. So this $50 and $100 that you guys see here, it's everything's off of that purchase of the Wealth Builder pack. Anything else, let's say I decide to come in today and buy a Wealth Builder pack and 100 points worth of product. How this works is you, as my sponsor, you get paid the $50 for the Wealth Builder pack and the 25% off of the 100 points of product that I bought with the same order.
So when you have distributors come and say, we've got these different options for the Wealth Builder packs,
Mm-hmm.
and because I actually had several say, which one do I buy?
Right.
It kind of is however you want to build your business.
Yeah, it all depends on the person that you're bringing in.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, if I know that you love the
Beauty.
beauty,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say, well, we have all of these, but this is the beauty pack that we have about, and we have all these products. So it all depends on the person that you're bringing in. Like we have, the 4 packs pretty much takes care of everybody. We have the juices on one, we have the age pill, we have a little bit of everything on the other one, and we have the beauty. So
And you say the age is the most popular.
the age is the most popular because we get a little more discount on those.
Mm-hmm.
It's seven bottles of
Yeah.
age. And right now, that's, at least in the U.S., is the most popular pack out of all of them. Mm-hmm. So we got that. Another question, very common question that I get is, what happens if my one of my people doesn't want to do the business anymore? Can we
What
replace
happens?
them?
Yeah.
One of the things that most common mistake that people think is that, say my number 3 says, I don't want to do a business anymore. Most people think, oh, when my
Slides
number
over.
4
Yeah.
is going to be turning my number 3. That doesn't work. So how this works is if your number 3 terminates his account, that means that he sends a letter to compliance to say, I don't want to do this business anymore, and compliance terminates him, then you have the opportunity of replacing this person. Not with an existing distributor. It has to be a brand new distributor to take over that number 3 spot. You can't say, okay, I have my number 6 that I want to place on as my number 3. You can't do that.
Move things around.
No, it has to be, the tree has to stay how it is. If they terminate, and it means terminate, not just like, well, he's been inactive for a couple months and he's not purchasing. That doesn't mean he's terminated. So he actually needs to send out a letter to compliance and say, I'm terminating my account. I don't want to do the business anymore. And then when that happens, that space becomes available to be replaced by a brand new distributor.
Now, obviously, inactivity for a long amount of time. I mean, sometimes it's difficult to get a hold of someone to get them to do a letter to say they don't. So is there something that...
It has to be terminated through compliance.
Mm-hmm.
So as if it's been for more than 6 months, I think
Yeah.
if you request it,
Yeah.
you can say, compliance
Okay.
will say, okay, it's terminated because there's no
And that's
activity
fair.
for 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do that then. A lot of people are saying, so how can we structure this at the beginning? If I would have, been a distributor, I would put my first 3, my strongest ones as my
Mhm.
first 3. Why is that? So because if I place this person in California as my number 1,
Mm-hmm.
anyone, she has 117. So from her number 4 through 117, I'm going to get a check match
Mm-hmm.
off of them. So if they're really focused and you guys are already starting to do this wealth builder, you guys have the opportunity to kind of pick, even among your existing distributors,
Right.
say, this one, I want you to be my number 1, Katie my number 2, and Tim my number 3.
So you're not locked in by your tree as it is now.
No, if it's like I say, if everyone hasn't signed up as a
Right.
wealth builder, you guys can pick.
Yeah.
So so I'm going to sign you up first, you second, you third, and your wealth builder tree structure will be in dates and times when you signed up your first one. That'll become your freedom side. And then it doesn't matter if it's your 1 and number 3. I mean, as long as you're your first 3, doesn't matter which one, you're on the freedom side. And then from the 4th through infinity, it doesn't really matter the position. You qualify as what other bonuses that you qualify for on the wealth side.
Okay. I think what might be a good idea, because we've had, between 6 and 8 people on this. And again, it's right at the beginning of day in Australia, so a lot of people are at work. So
Right.
they're going to watch this and kind of go over it. So I think what we'll do is invite all of our distributors to go through this, watch it. You'll have more questions as you because that's how it was for me. As I started to think about it, I think, okay, like you said, what happens if someone pulls out, you know, or is inactive, or like, you know, the wealth builder packs, how you just get one. You start to think of all these questions
Right.
as you think about who you would put in your organization, how you build your line. So when you come back next week to do
Right.
the second part of this, maybe we start with questions
Right.
from distributors who then watch this video after, and maybe even some of these who think of quick questions after.
That
And
sounds
then
good.
we can get just a clean, like, from there, get everything wealth builder, they just understand it, and then we'll go to the next part.
That sounds perfect. Yeah, you guys can either say that or email us, and then we can just email back.
Awesome.
My email is macosta@sisel.net. You're more than welcome to email me any questions that have to do with Wealth Builder, if it's okay with you, and then go from there.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to close out, and I'll
So
take my queen chair
oh
back.
my gosh, really?
Yeah,
I
and
was
you're
so
going to want to
comfortable
leave
there.
because this is actually
Oh,
news
fine.
just for Australia that you're not going
Okay.
to be privy to.
Fine. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one. See
Yes,
you next
thank
week.
you so much. Awesome job,
You're
Milo.
welcome.
Appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
So next week we'll have the second part of that. And I appreciate everybody who joined us here today. Obviously, we'll have everybody that watches this after. I just wanted to announce something fun, because as I go into Tom Senior's office and we talk about Australia and we talk about some of the issues there, obviously this Fire and Ice Tea brought up a lot of negativity from distributors who had to deal with no reason. And I completely understand that. As I read some of the emails and some of the messages on the posts, you know, I really felt bad about that and took that in, talked to my dad, and he could not believe. And like I said, a lot was going on at that time. And all we can do now is make it better. Super excited for that. So like I said, how that happens, I don't know. I know I'll get a lot of messages saying exactly, how does this work? What are we going to do? I don't know. Right now, if there's any way that you're able to go back and you know any of those people, you've got your orders and you can send them in to me, that would be great. I'm going to go tomorrow up to customer service and see if they have a history as well. And then I'll talk again with Tom Senior and we'll offer some reparation there, you know, whether it's the product again or what it is. We'll make sure anyone who's interested, hopefully goes a little way to show that we don't want anyone out there to feel like we didn't take care of them. We want to make sure if you don't have product that looks, feels, and acts the way we say that it does, we want to make sure that we take care of you. And even clear back to that year, both my dad and I feel very strongly this is something that we want to address, not to bring up any more negativity, but hopefully to go back and take care of some of those feelings that people have, and I really do feel bad about it, as does my dad. So I have a spider crawling right in front of my computer, and I am just going to completely ignore it. The last thing, so as I was talking to my dad, it was kind of fun. He said, you know, I've got this really cool product. I'm going to ignore that spider. And he said, and he talked to me, and it's a skincare product. And of course, I still work on the skincare line. And he said, what we could do is let Australia try it first. And, you know, because I talked to him about, you know, it always seems like, you know, even with the promo, I tried to get the promo a day early because I didn't even think of it in the past. You probably waited a day when it came out, you know, on the first day of the month for the U.S. and just all those little things that you don't think of if Australia's not your main concern. And so that, you know, that's what we're trying to do. So as I'm talking to my dad, he says, let's do some fun things and let them have the first chance at certain things that happen down the road. And I said, that would be so fun. So as we talked about this product and formulating it, packaging that we would do, he said, I think we should let Australia have access to this product. And I said, yes. I was so excited. Yes. So this product, he's formulating it right now. We're a couple months out. I am going to be coming on a tour. I want to announce that as well. Possibly August, possibly September. If I can get there in August, I will. I want to talk to everybody. I want to get your feedback. Send me emails. Go to our Facebook. Let me know when a good time for you guys is, when you can prepare, where you guys want to see me. And it would be so fun if I could bring this product, show it to you guys, and you guys use it for a good long month or so before everyone else. And Tom Senior was excited about that. So was I. So pretty cool thing there. So I think Milo did an awesome job. I think next week he will do the second part of that. Think of any questions that you have. I'll make this available as soon as I can. One thing I absolutely love about this is that everything in here, his PowerPoint, you can use for your meetings, everything in Australia dollars, so that you can use it for anything that you guys need to. Let's see here. I've got one more chat before I close this out and make sure. Awesome. Talking about, great, yep, coming, would love to come in August. Milo did do an awesome job. I'll tell him you guys said thank you. Yes, Chris, when you're talking about, is it okay to use? If your product goes hard, yes, you can put it in hot water. It should dissolve, but the reality is if it does, send us back. Let's get you some good product so you don't have to worry about that today. So appreciate everybody's support. You guys are awesome, and I will get to work right away and make this available to you. And then I'll get you the details of some of the other stuff we talked about today, especially any issues with people who have bad product. You guys are amazing. Have a great day. Appreciate your patience in getting to this meeting. I know we've had some mix-ups with that. Like I say, I'm a grandma, and I don't think grandmas and technology mix, but I'll do the best that I can, everybody. So have a great day.